Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a quick one today, Sunday afternoon. So, hummus, something I like quite a bit of, but I'm real sick and tired of buying it at the store. Not that it's bad, I just don't know if it's actually that good. At least I didn't know until I made it myself. And then I figured out that what you make at home with a few ingredients, is typically better, as usual. So, well, we've got chickpeas. This is a can from Trader Joe's. This is only 9.8 ounces. I think the regular chickpeas at, or garbanzo beans, same thing. I think at, like Fairway or Hy-Vee or wherever, maybe they're 14.5 ounce cans, 12, something like that. They're bigger than this. So, I'm going to make a smaller batch. Doesn't really change much, okay? Tahini. Flavoring of your choosing, and we'll get into that at the end of the video. Extra virgin olive oil, lemon. The only other thing I think you'll need other than salt and pepper, I like to add cumin into mine. Boom, there you go. Okay, so I've already done the garlic with the 10-second microwave trick. This is all going in the food processor, so I'm just going to kind of roughly chop this. Doesn't need to be crazy. You don't have to go ham on it. Just get the shit done. If you haven't seen the 10-second trick, it's in a video. I don't know if I posted it yet or not. Actually, I don't fucking remember, but it'll be up. It's on there. I'm trying to think what the hell did I make in that? Hell, I don't remember. But it's up. It's in there somewhere. So garlic, that'll go in the food processor. Then, whether or not it's one of these cans or the other. So this can actually, it looks like it has all of, what the hell is it? It's got some liquid, it has olive oil in it, and that actually works in our favor. So not a big deal. Typically, they'll come in a water. I drain the water, reserve it, set it aside, and then I'll use it in the end to get the consistency I want. So let's go over here to the food processor. Boom. There we go. Blade in. Put some garlic in. I'll have to move shit back and forth here because I've got a linear counter. There's your garlic. Something else real quick. I'll bring it over here to the counter so you can see. Lemon. I'm going to use this whole lemon, but if you have something that requires lemon juice but not a whole lemon, cut the side. Don't cut it down the middle. Just cut off the side. Like that. And that's what you're going to end up with. You get so much lemon juice out of just that. Okay? Really good trick. Just going to kind of reestablish everything over here. There you go. Chickpeas with some parsley. And this has olive oil and cumin in it already, which is tailor-made for making hummus. I think these came from Aunt Irma, if you want me to be completely honest. It smells like hummus. Like, these smell like hummus. This is going to be really good. I've never made hummus with these, but this essentially got the ingredients added. At least some of them anyway. Okay, so chickpeas, garlic. Let's start with just there's no really, you can flavor this however you want. If you don't want cumin, don't put it in. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to use a teaspoon. A little bit of this shit goes a long way. And since this already has some in it, I'm going to be kind of light on that this time. Salt, pepper. We're getting to one of the most important parts here that kind of separates things. I'm going to give it a good amount of salt. Don't be overly generous, but generous. And a good amount of pepper. I like to be generous with my pepper in this. Okay. Tahini. This is the main thing. This will take your stuff to a whole new situation. If you don't have tahini, it is a little bit expensive. I think it was like $10 for this jar. Now, it goes a long way. Indiana, shut your butt. Nobody wants to hear that shit on a Sunday. He was naughty as hell today. Got out of the backyard, ran all over hell. Who knows what the fuck he was doing. Tahini, that shit will... It's sesame seed, okay? If you do not have it, use peanut butter. It's a nut butter. I suppose you could use almond butter, or I wouldn't use hazelnut or anything quite sweet, but you could definitely use peanut butter, just regular creamy peanut butter. And I suppose you could use chunky peanut butter for that matter. I'm going to use a good wad. You know, that's probably 2.5 tablespoons worth into this. It's really thick. It's good. And a little bit of the oil in there. That's good. I happen to like the flavor of it. I think so. If you think it needs a little bit more, put a little bit more. Okay, lemon juice. Look at the amount of lemon juice that came out of there. Like a ton. I'm going to... Maybe I'm just going to use half a lemon in this one. You know, with it not being a full can, usually I would use a whole lemon. This lemon is extremely juicy too, so I think I'll be all right with it. Okay. Cool. Salt, pepper. Okay. Lid. It's on. You got something to cover up. This shit kind of gets splattered every so often. And I pulse it just to kind of get it going. I'll get it on. Now, I'm going to add my olive oil. Slow it first, okay? You can kind of hear the machine loosening up. And then a little more. You know, right now I'm probably at about 1/4 cup of it. And I'm just going to add a bunch more. Once you get it established, then you can kind of go. We'll let it go for just a second. Okay, it's still going to be really thick and pasty. Now is where you need to add that water. And like I said, the can, you know, typically has about 2/3 of a cup of water. And that's about what I'm going to use here. About 2/3. We'll just go just shy of 2/3 for now and see where that gets us. If you get to a point you add too much water, add some more tahini. I mean, you can control the viscosity of what you got. Maybe just a little more. Not much, just a little, like maybe a teaspoon. Let's stop it and take a taste here, see what we got. That's fantastic. Maybe just a little more salt. And I'm glad I stopped with that bit of lemon right there. That was plenty of lemon. I can taste it, and that's what's good. I might even add just a little more of that tahini oil. I want it to be... I like mine to be pretty nutty, for lack of a better term. I like that flavor. I really enjoy that flavor. So you just want to keep working it until you get the consistency you're looking for. I think that looks fantastic. Okay, so here's the thing. You could, if you wanted to, maybe I'll just go just a little longer. Still just a little bit grainy. So if it seems grainy, it's water or olive oil. You know, those are the two things. Good, that's good. I mean, it should have a certain amount of graininess to it. So here's the thing with hummus, is you can as I would consider it right now, it's plain. You know, that's plain hummus. You can flavor this. Say you wanted to roast garlic. You could, Indy, you don't even like hummus. You could add roasted garlic to this now. You could add red pepper flakes. You could add whatever you want to do to it. You could flavor it with just about anything you wanted. Or you can wait to the end, like I've done here. And get yourself a good bowl. Get me a spatula. Get this blade out of here if I can. It's pretty slick from the oil. That's perfect. It should be a lot like a light, grainy, creamy peanut butter. I mean, that's the kind of viscosity, the texture that you want out of this. What you should be looking for. I just think this is super easy. It works really good at parties. It's inexpensive to make. You know, I would, other than maybe like tahini, you know, I don't know if we're ever without chickpeas for soup when I make a minestrone or something like that. And I used to make a lot of. Would you be quiet? God damn, dude. Like a fucking kid. Yes, I love you. Yes, I know you're hungry. Yes, I'll get to it. You should have, you know, these are kind of our staples in our pantry here. Molly and I are pretty good about keeping chickpeas and this kind of tahini we had to buy, but lemons are always in the house, limes are always in the house, garlic's always in the house, olive oil is always in the house. So, like I said, if you don't have tahini, you can use creamy peanut butter. It works just as good. Might have a little different bit, you know, that peanut butter flavor, but still the same thing. So at this point, what I like to do, instead of mixing it in there, I grab myself a good spoon, swipe that off. Here. Boom, make a little gravy well like your taters. Like that. It's good. Yeah, that's outstanding. Oof, shit, that's good. Here you go. Right in the center. There's your shit right there. I mean, that's it. That'll put hair on your ass. You know? That'll make the Pope's pecker hard. That's good shit right there. Carrots, pita chips, anything you want, dip it in there. And you'll be good. That's it for today. There's how you make hummus. Any questions? Comments? Let me know if you try it and you like it. I love it. I'll see you next time.